Hey guys, it's me Joy, and today I'm making stuffed shrimp alfredo shells. So these are the shells. I already cooked them so they're soft and pliable. And put a little alfredo sauce in the bottom of the pan. And this right here, what I did was I put some olive oil in the pan. I took about a cup of mushrooms, a half a green pepper, a yellow onion, and a handful of spinach, chopped up spinach, and cooked it down like it is now.
And an onion that made you cry.
Yeah, an onion that made me cry, yes. Okay, so olive oil, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, spinach, Italian seasoning, garlic powder. Then
And
you're gonna.
an onion.
Yes, I said that. And
Sure,
then-
I said that.
And then you're gonna put, probably 2 tablespoons of butter in there, just like that. And as soon as the butter starts to melt, that's when you're gonna add your shrimp. Now with shrimp, I'm using the frozen salad shrimp, so it's already cooked. So you don't want to cook it too much. You just want to heat it through, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I let it thaw out.
Mm-hmm.
You could use it straight frozen, but I found that when I do that, it adds water to the dish that really doesn't need to be there.
Mm.
So,
It dilutes it.
okay. So we're just going to get this mixed up together. Just like so. And you're going to cook it at 350 for about 30-35 minutes. Until the cheese is all melted and bubbly and delicious. Okay? So. We're almost there. Like I said, you definitely don't want to overcook it. Okay. So, I'm going to turn this off now. I'm going to take one of these shells and I'm going to put probably a teaspoonful in each one. Okay? And then set it in the pan. Just like that. And they'll all stand up once you get them in there. But when you first put them in there, they want to do their own thing.
They just kind of wobble all over the place.
Yeah, kind of.
But that's okay.
Yeah, it is. And if you're using a 13 by 9 glass baking dish, you can get 4 in a row and probably 4 rows. So you can get 16 shells in a 13 by 9 pan. Usually. Depends. And if you noticed, some of these shells aren't exactly perfect, but that doesn't matter because they're going to be covered with cheese anyway. So most of your guests won't see them. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like deviled eggs. When you're making deviled eggs, sometimes some of them aren't perfect, but they're still good.
They still get eaten anyways because everyone loves deviled eggs.
Right. Well, everyone in our house loves deviled eggs, that's for sure. We go through them like crazy. I can make a dozen of them and they're gone the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
they don't last very long.
Nope.
So, anyway, this is the part that takes the most time. And so while I'm doing this, I want to talk about something else. About the hashtag not today. I said that we would share the good, the bad, and the ugly with y'all, you know? And Scott took a week off from YouTube. He's doing okay, but he just needed to not be on YouTube for a little bit. And one of the sad things is a lot of the recipes and the food that I make, Scott can't eat it. So, not right now. His diet is really restricted. And that's not by a doctor, that's just the way things are. You know?
It's just because he can't keep it down.
Right, exactly. So what I did was when I made this for us. A lot of times, I'm making other stuff for him. Like a tomato soup or whatever, but I made for him this tuna noodle casserole. Normally I put peas in it, but I didn't have any, so he was happy about that. Because he actually hates the peas, but he will eat them. But this way it's just noodles, tuna, and mushroom soup. That's it. There's no seasoning, no salt, no pepper, no nothing.
Nope.
You know, and he seems to tolerate it pretty good. So, you know, hey, if it works, we're going with it.
Yeah.
You know?
As long as he's eating is
As
the
long as
main
he's
thing.
eating something and it's staying down, then we're happy. But that's part of the thing that a lot of people ask me, well, Scott, why isn't he so fat? Well, because a lot of the recipes I make, he can't eat. Okay? So, you know, he gets kind of frustrated with having to answer questions about, well, that looked really good. Was it good? And he's like, I don't know. Because I couldn't eat it. So, you know, that's the hard part, I guess. But I like to cook. The kids like to eat, so I'm still cooking. You know? And there are times that Scott and I we don't eat a whole lot anymore. But I love to cook, so there you go.
It helps that there were 3 bottomless pits in this house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It gives her an excuse to cook.
It does. It gives me an excuse to cook. And let's face it, I like making cookies at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know that. I've done that a few times. Where it's like, oh, okay. Some of these shells are just ridiculous today. They usually come out better than this, but every batch is different. You know? But like I said, nobody's going to know because they're going to be covered up with
Oh, tinker.
cheese anyway.
You
So
couldn't go down below. You were already down below.
apparently the dog,
Has peed on the porch.
the puppy has peed on the porch. Yeah. So it's got that
They
on the
go
couch.
outside and then they come back in and pee on the porch.
Okay, that's the last one for right now. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put some mozzarella cheese. I have a package of mozzarella cheese. This is a, let me get the thing out here. This is an 8-ounce package. And we're going to use the whole package. So,
There you
it's
go.
going to be super cheesy and super delicious. Okay. So we're just going to cover these with mozzarella cheese, like so.
Just cheese everywhere.
Yeah. And we're not done. And there's more. Remember those infomercials? Oh, and there's more. Okay, so you're going to cover it that way. All right.
Nice and covered.
Then you're going to put some Parmesan cheese on it. This gives it a nice saltiness. And it's really good.
Yeah.
I just like it. We can't have enough cheese. We've said that before.
No,
We just can't.
We love cheese in this
We
house.
love cheese. And then you're going to pour the rest of your Alfredo sauce. Now, I'm using the Classico Alfredo sauce, but you could certainly make your own if you wanted to. Or you could use another brand. It doesn't matter. But I just happen to like this one. So
This is the one that we like the most.
that's why we're using this one. Okay, then you're going to put the Alfredo sauce over the top. Like so. Get it all out of the jar. And then for the last thing, we're gonna put sprinkle some green onions on top.
More onions.
Yeah, more onions, just a little bit. Well, these are real mild in comparison to the other ones.
Yeah.
So there you go, and it just makes it look pretty. So that's it. You're gonna make this in the oven, 350 for about 30-35 minutes, and that's all there is to it. It's that easy. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Bye, guys.